Hello, everybody. Burnedoutguy here, and welcome back to SpaceCraft. All right, last episode, we did quite a bit of stuff. We built the base, and I experimented with things and tried to figure out how to get things working right. But now I got it down back. And now you see, like, the base has shrunk quite a bit because we've advanced in technology and stuff. But I'm going to show you how to properly hook this stuff up without those stupid little tower things here that we were putting all over the place. Where are we? The drone dispatchers. You don't need those. You don't need those whatsoever. So say if I change recipes here, I will go to that and then I'm going to put it back because that's what I want. So you see here on the side says like add resource and then like your input and output. So the output is going to be here in that chest. And we go to the input and the input is that chest. So you can go directly to the machine from back and forth. You don't need those little pods. So that's what I was doing around there. And then we went up in exploration or science level and technology level. I brought these two up, which is really good. That way we were able to unlock some more goodies and stuff. So if we look in here, I was able to unlock this right here, and that's our construction tool. So now like we can deconstruct stuff, which is really good. So if I didn't want this there, I could rip it apart and pull it apart and stuff like that. But yeah, you don't get very much materials back. You get very little back. As a matter of fact, when you destroy something, so try to be like careful on your placement of things. But yeah, I think our base looks very good. We have a nice little complete circle of things here. So it goes from the extractor into our smelter, the smelter over here into our storage. This storage right now is holding iron ingots, sheet metal, and nuts and bolts. So right now we have a total of 59 technology points that we can go after. So let's go and grab those. And here we go. Let's take them. Bam. That's going to bring us up to, yeah, there we go. Awesome. Good. So now the next thing that we have to get into today, I think is going to be kind of fun to get into, is this right here, the chemical explosives and the asteroid mining. So I think these are two things that we should have a look at and see what we can do with that. So let's buy that, and we'll buy the asteroid mining as well. So that way we can check out both of those. In contract wise, we do have quite a bit of things that we can do. So this is for selling. This one is also for selling stuff. The science, we have to increase our science in order to talk to another guy so that way we can do things, more missions, right? This one here is to improve our ship. We haven't unlocked that yet, but we're getting close to that. The pumping permit, what's this one here? Okay, the chemical factories we haven't gotten into yet. That eventually we will too. This is we haven't gone there yet to do those quests yet. We should actually, because we have a lot of material now, so we should be able to complete some of these things. And then the missile launcher, equip it on your ship. All right, so we'll track that. And I think that's it, right? Discover and complete more restricted areas. So yeah, we'll complete that. We'll put that on our list. And I think that would be good for now, right? All right, so if we look at the things that we got from doing the chemical explosives, the single tube missile launcher, a blasting missile, small cartridge, small missile airframe, and solid explosives. So I guess these are all things that we can make and put onto the ship. The other thing that we unlocked is a small reactive shield, and aluminum engine. Oh, this would probably be maybe really good. Maybe we'll be able to go in the dark areas. That would be kind of nice. That'd be really nice because then we wouldn't be relying on solar panels to do stuff, right? That'd be cool. I think so. Let's I don't know where to start. Maybe we should start with this, the engine there. See if we can make this thing, and see how that goes. All right, so it's metal sheets, the coils, which isn't a problem because a coil is just wire, iron, and that, right? And then we go back to this thing here, and we got a core. What are these cores? Well, it doesn't look like we have them unlocked yet. So I don't think we're doing the engine right away. That's weird. Well, it looks like we have everything that we need to make a single tube missile launcher though. Maybe we should make one of those. Also, before we head off, I want to show you the science that we've been doing. So we got a lot of these ones done. If we click on here, you can see on exactly how many that you need. So you got 2 of 10. So we're going to need more of these. We're up to have to bring up to 200 quartz to the laboratory here in order to get that one done. This one was 2 hours and 40 minutes. So imagine this one's going to be like a whole like 12 hours or some garbage like that. And then the graphite crystals, we got a lot to find. And same with these aquamarine, we're getting there. It's almost to the 50. So we're doing some mining in and out too. But the only problem is it takes place on our ship. So I might eventually just start leaving them at home, I guess. Maybe it would be a good thing. How much room do we have here? See, we're almost full up here as well, eh? Because I'm using this as a storage. So maybe I might have to eventually start get another one of these big storages, or I think there's other personal storages I could put down too. Oh, a trading box. Yeah, I don't want a trading box. I'd have to put down another warehouse just to be able to store junk. But we got a nice little base, and as you can see, if you look at the back of our ship, we now have an extra blaster or a thruster. That's pretty awesome. So I went and put one of those on. And now we can just be like super fly, man. But we also like overheat really quick too, so I gotta be careful that see, look at that. One of the things I want to try to make is a radiator. That's one of the things I would like to create at one point or another. I need to find a certain material for that though, kaolinite or whatever. And with that, you can make these weird R whatever ingots, and yeah. You know, I'm just realizing that it looks like there's asteroids in the back over here. I never realized that before, but yeah, that's probably where we're going to be going to asteroid mine. All right, so there. So if we take the one mining laser off and we put our rocket launcher on there, I think we'll be fine. Oh, why did you go over there? Now, craft blasting missiles and assign it to your ammunition. Okay. So a blasting missile is solid explosives and small missile airframes. Okay. Small missile airframes are solid explosives, silicone gel, and metal sheets. Explosive gel is sulfur and carbon. All right. So we're slowly breaking all this down. So you need explosives for the airframe, and you need them for the missiles as well. That's pretty insane. All right, so it looks like we're going to find some sulfur and carbon, and then we'll make a bunch of explosives. Okay, so we can get sulfur up here in this area, and then coal I know we can get pretty much all anywhere really. So just in this solar system we can get coal itself, so might stop by and go grab some of that, and then we'll head off and go grab some sulfur. If we look at our inventory here, from mining the coal, we found this new ore. A material commonly used in steel alloys. It can also be found in a toxin in a number of living organisms. Interesting, man. We got that from coal clumps. Crazy. All right, now that we got 100 carbon, we may as well go after the sulfur now. Fill up the rest on sulfur, and then go back to the base and make some good old stuff. Explosives. There's a shipwreck over here. We'll stop and have a look. We could maybe use some of those beams. If there's any. Oh yeah, and there's a black box too. So we have a box here. Oh, 24 fair gems. That's nice. We grabbed another black box. Not too bad. I think we got everything that was kind of important. There's just like a bunch of little bits and bobs here. I grab a couple more of these though. Didn't find too many of them. Alright, that's enough. Let's get out of here. We need to find some sulfur. Got a couple of pieces here. Now we flew all the way out here into this sector over here. This is where we find the first shell that we were looking for. Those Seldoni shells, whatever the hell they're freaking called, man. Tongue twister shells. Alright, so here we got one of these shells. I guess if we look at it at 5. Alright, so does that destroy? Oh yeah, it just does it all. Cool. Okay, so there's different shells I have to find. Oh yeah, how come that didn't, oh, does it have to be like kind of highlighted like that? Ah, I see, it does. Oh, quartz powder. Interesting. Can we scan this stuff? No, we're still too stupid. Well, looks like there's a few things over here we can scan. Oh, can't scan that. Can't scan that. Craziness. Fly all the way over here to this sector. There's clay ones that we can find. Clay shells. These ones are a little bit more abundant, I find, on this level, on this planet. There we go. Oh, that's a good way of getting that kaolinite. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Because that makes that different type of ore stuff there that we need in order to make the heat shield. Good, I think, for here. Gonna have to break a lot of those shells in order to get calcified invariant. Destroyed lots of them so far and only got the 2. All right, well, I guess I used all 30 of them. I'm out of ammo. We're gonna have to go hunt some more sulfur down. I'm only missing one of those things, so see if we can find some sulfur nearby. So we're in luck. The system nearby has sulfur, so that's good. And this one here, the blue one. Okay, so one of the things I do want to do since we're home is some of these Alu K ingots, because then we're going to be able to make this heat sink, heat dissipator or whatever. I'll show you after. So this small radiator is kind of like what I'm looking at. In order to make these, we need thermal sheets. We only need 5 of them. That's not bad, actually. Oh, now we're going to craft one of these small radiators. Hopefully this helps dissipate quite a bit of heat. That would be nice. Oh, if we load up our ship, how does this work? Okay, so this is a component that we put on the ship. All right, so what if we turn this guy around and then we go like a heat sink at the back kind of thing? Can't we turn these two? So it needs to be attached to the side of the hull like that, maybe. All right, we'll go with that for now. We'll see how that works. Try to work towards getting another one. They weren't that bad to get. Now that I know exactly what it is. So I went and put 2 heat sinks on them. I put them at the bottom. You can just barely see them, one there. And then I put another one like right there. So we'll see how this works. Doesn't seem like it was doing much, to be honest with you, but I don't know. I'm really not sure. Whoa, okay. So why all of a sudden is it like way worse? Okay, I'm gonna go take those things off because there's something up with that, man. I thought they were supposed to radiate the heat from the ship, not you know what I mean? Not heat the shit up, the ship up. Man, it's got like the opposite effect. What the fuck is that? It says right there, this module can release large quantities of thermal energy. It is mostly used to cool off spaceship's interior. So why is it making my ship heat up? It doesn't make sense. It should be like helping to, radiate the heat, get it away from your ship. I'm not quite sure, man. I don't understand. I'm going to keep them off for now until I investigate that a little bit, because like that's just wrong. All right, so with a little bit of an investigation, I found out exactly why our things don't work. So if you look down here, we have these things called space SP ship points. Okay. These ship points are going to determine how much stuff you can have on your ship to work functionally well. Okay. Bust these points and things start to kind of go like your ship overheats faster, you don't move as fast, you're less mobile, crap like that. I haven't really noticed much on the mobility or the speed because I think I've always been busting my points. um so on that aspect I haven't really noticed anything. Mobility seems to be not bad, but the overheat thing is where we're getting that. So if we were to start like removing like some of our modules or whatever, we would be fine. But I'm gonna keep that as is, and we're just gonna keep those off for now. But how we can get past that and all that good stuff, yeah, sure, whatever. We can go into here into our technology stuff, right? Now, I believe we need this here and this here, or just this one here. I think this one, yeah. The ship of steel. Might need that one too because of the sheet metal. I think these are all related. But yeah, I think it's these two together. Anyways, once we get these, we can start getting this here. These are like your expanded parts to your ship. So from what I understand, the ones that are worth doing are the first ones here, the 432, and then the other ones here, the 631. Those are the two that you should kind of like concentrate on. Apparently they give you the most modules for your bang for your buck or whatever, something like that. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye out on that, and that's what are gonna be our next goal is gonna be, I guess. So I guess in between episodes, I'm gonna do some farming for some cash because we do get quite a few of those gems from all of this, right? So which is really good. So I can just sell like, this. I can sell all this powder stuff because just get a whole bunch of it. That I gotta keep because it's part of a mission. Sulfur I'm gonna keep too. That I can sell. And then these gemstones right here, like you can make a crap ton of money off of that, right? Which is pretty nice. There you go. Just got them to made 500 and some bucks. There we go. That's pretty good. So we got like 2,200 bucks. We can at least upgrade this thing and get this one right here, right? Bam. So that's good. So now we're just one step away from getting here, and that is 3 grand. So I got a little bit of work to do ahead of me. So I guess that's what I'll do in between episodes. But I hope you enjoyed, everybody. Like, subscribe, peace, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.